You're live.
Hi guys, welcome to Thomasville Center for the Arts first, second Saturday workshops. We are so excited to be here today with Tjandra Lodge. She is a carver extraordinaire. She's exhibiting right now. Her exhibit is online at thomasvillearts.org. And we also literally just ran out of the vault with some of her pieces, so we'll get to see some of those. But what she's here to do today under the oaks is to show us a little bit about what she does and teach us some basic techniques. So we've ordered some kits that are available on our website, and I'm going to open the box because I am a total novice, never done this before, didn't even know the name of the tools. So she's going to tell me the name of the tools, tell me what I've got, and teach us how to do it. So welcome, Tjandra.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
Yeah, we are so excited. So hopefully you all can hear us. We are trying to maintain some social distancing and do this safely. But as Nate is behind the camera, and he'll hopefully come closer as we start carving. So Tjandra, as I unpack, if you'll just kind of first tell me what I have. These are the kits that we have available online. They come like this. You have, I guess, first a wooden blank, right?
Yes. These are wooden blanks, and in the kit you should have a crooked knife or a spoon knife. This is to carve the bowl, and this is a Sloyd knife. You would use this to just carve the rest of it. This is mainly for digging the bowl out.
Right.
And then you also have in that kit,
Y'all,
besides the blank,
this was a mystery piece for me. I really was confused about this little piece.
it's a little sharpening straw. So you have this little grainy side and the soft side, which is nice actually, because this isn't always included.
Okay, so we have the strop, the spoon knife, and what did you call this?
The Sloyd knife.
The Sloyd knife. Okay, and so when we go to get started, I'm going to put on my gloves, right? Is this you recommend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have some bandages here. Not that I, but there's none of that. We're going to go over some cutting, some safety
Okay.
first. Let me get my knives. I can come over here.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Wherever you want to sit, you can just pull up the spot. These are some of Tjandra's pieces. Beautiful bowls that I'd really love on my kitchen counter. Cutting boards and spoons. Right. So what are we starting with, Tjandra?
Spoon blank and your Sloyd knife if you
Okay.
wish. Depends if you want to dig the bowl out first.
So we can either start digging the bowl or...
What's funny is when I first started, it was an X-Acto kit, okay? And it wasn't actually spoons, it was just, whittling on little stems that come from your shrubs. And something to get my grandsons interested in. But anyway, so if you know, just a regular, you can do different shapes for your bowl. I'll give you this pen here. You can make them round or oval or even square. Usually I'll just freehand. I think I spoke with Christina about that. A lot of people use templates. I don't use templates. So
just because...
And sometimes they turn out wonky, which is fine with me because I'm a little wonky.
Yeah, you kind of like the misshapen or shaping just how the wood kind of talks to you.
Right.
Is that right?
More organic.
More organic.
Instead of, but sometimes it's fine to have your more formed shape, like this would be more, I think, what you're used to seeing as far as a bowl shape. But just a rough shape of the bowl. So there's quite a bit to cut out in this one, but you can make it much larger if you wish.
Okay. So I'm just gonna freehand my bowl and my I think I want mine kind of pointy.
Okay, that's great.
And I like some of yours that get wider at the base.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I freehand that in too, is that?
You can. More like a raindrop or a teardrop. Yeah,
All right.
wonderful. So, would you want to start on the bowl digging? Let's
Sure.
just show some of that first. So
Okay.
I would hold mine like this.
Okay.
If you want to cup it in your hand. Now, this is, I'm glad you're wearing gloves. I would suggest wearing gloves. And there's none of this movement.
Okay, so I'm not
it's
coming in
mainly
and
just
hurting.
in the wrist. There's a lot of power in your wrist. You don't have to use your elbow. You know, you can really hurt yourself.
So we're
But
just
always make sure that your fingers are safe.
okay.
And sometimes you can do this. So if you do this grip here, you're can you do this here with your fingers? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's you know.
Is
'cause
that
you
right?
can see how you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
wait, she's got to have some wrist strength. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful. Right. And see, that's why they say green woodworking, because if it's green, you can soak these blanks in water for a couple hours, and it would be much easier to carve.
okay, so this was a conversation Tjandra and I were having before we started. So yeah, if you're at home and the green wood that's fresh off, that might be a little bit easier to cut. These are dry blanks. You can order them online. Again, you can get them on our website with the carving tools. But you can also, she said, soak them in water or in alcohol to soften them up.
I would just spray the alcohol.
Spray the
on.
alcohol, okay.
Right, rubbing alcohol. I wouldn't soak them in alcohol.
Okay.
Now, while you're doing that, I would kind of go to the side.
To the side, okay. So we're going in.
Right, and don't try to dig. See, make shallow. Real
Okay.
Shallow.
So we're going against the grain. We're not going with the grain.
Right, for this. Eventually, you will come towards you
Okay.
with the grain. Go with the grain, but. So you're still trying to use you're not using your fingers here. It's like it's
okay.
gripping like you're making a fist with this. So you can, and see you can.
Oh, I see. Okay, I think.
Yeah. And it just takes a little, you know, just relax and just try to have fun with it. You can spin it around like this.
Look how beautiful hers looks. I feel like I'm massacring this.
No,
but
you're not. It's so fun. So you can spin it around.
like this.
Yeah, and
do
cup
this
it like
side?
this and then try to meet.
Ah.
See? And like I said, you're not with this, you're not trying to dig take big chunks, you're just taking little layers at a time. Okay? Little layers at a time. Now see if that's and try to instead of going in the same spot, move it a little bit.
Move it around.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see. I mean, I see why you just see these old men sitting on the sides of buildings in westerns just whittling their wood. I mean, there's something.
It is fun. It may seem strange, but it's actually a lot of fun.
And there's some of these. Sometimes when I do it, it just feels right. I haven't gotten it quite yet, but every few strokes, I feel like, oh, that felt good.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you get the idea with this here. But yeah, if you're going to tackle this with dry wood, that's why they call it green wood carving, because dry wood will take you a while, unless it's soft. I would suggest using like lime wood or basswood.
So we have a lot of pine around here, and pine's soft, right?
Yeah. You can use pine
Can you
wood.
use pine?
Definitely. The thing about that though is the sap, and it can get pretty sticky. You can do it though, as long as the sap
Oh, look at
isn't
that.
getting in your way.
So if I'm a just backyard carver and I want to go in my yard, are there certain trees around here that you think, yeah, definitely try your oak tree or try the branches off your magnolia? Which of those common southern trees that are in my backyard?
Magnolia is probably, I love oak too. It's extremely hard, but this is magnolia.
Oh,
These
those are beautiful.
magnolia. And these are tangential, what they call tangential cuts, because you can see the growth rings along side instead of seeing sometimes you'll see, I have some other spoons where you'll see rings this way.
Oh, okay.
So
you know when you're starting that it's going to be a tangential.
that's how I cut it.
You cut it. Okay. And these blanks are tangential? And so how long is this piece of it going to take? And so you and I are sitting here
Yeah.
doing the, and you kind of work on the bowl for a few hours? Is that usually?
Well, no.
No.
If it's green wood, you're gonna get through it in about. Now you can get quick. You know, you do
So
this a while, you get quick. You can
Okay.
get through one in 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You know, but dry wood, you're not looking at that.
Okay.
So you don't want the bowl to be very deep. That's fine enough right there. It's pretty shallow.
Wow, yeah.
Because you want your top lip to graze the bowl to take everything off of the bowl. So unless it's a soup spoon, and anyway.
So as you're doing this, you're thinking about how it's being used. You're thinking
Yes,
this is how deep I want my serving spoon versus my eating spoon.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, so you don't really need it to be yay deep. You know,
Okay.
that's insanity. Then we'd be here for a week. So sometimes upwards of an hour, maybe a little
Okay.
over an hour. Now, if you want to get super decorative, then you can put all the time in it you want.
Okay. I kind of don't want to
I
stop.
like
but-
mine simple.
Yeah.
You know, I might do some, you know, like you see here, I may do some different angles, and so you can see how you can get that out of this,
Right.
you know.
I don't know. That seems like a long time.
Yeah, we're not carving this one today. But so that's good. That's really good. And you actually didn't have to go that deep here, but that's really good.
Okay.
And you might want to just work on
On
the
side of
back
it.
section and just a little on the top, but that's
Okay.
very nice.
Just gonna take a little bit more out of this.
Yeah. How are you getting a little more comfortable with it?
I think
it can
so,
It
yeah.
can be intimidating because it's sharp.
And see, like, yeah, I think you're right. It's definitely more in the wrist, and I guess I was trying to use the whole arm. But yeah, I can kind of tell when it seems like a nice stroke. And I might have taken too much out of that now, but
No, that's fine. Don't ever think there's too much of anything. Now I have done that. You can get so wrapped up in it, next thing you know, there's a hole.
your
It's
mind
so
starts to
thin.
wander, and yeah, I could see how that happens.
Right. So you get your bowl, and then just
Your bowl is so smooth. I love it. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to our Sloyd spoon or Sloyd knife. Okay.
and you can start wherever you wish.
But I'm not going that way.
Yeah. Now you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest it. I want you working away from you, and there's none of this.
Okay.
Okay, like I said, just cuts like that. It's in the wrist. Okay, they're called push cuts.
And so really I have both of my thumbs on the knife and I'm pushing
So
it out.
If you hold your knife like this,
Okay.
and then you can come with this thumb, and
put
so
it on
you have
top.
the pressure, you have the muscle from this thumb and this wrist going
Okay.
at the same time. Yeah, okay, see how
Nope.
that,
Don't do that.
see how it's chipping away like that? Then you want to turn it around
Okay.
and go this way with it.
Ah, okay. But I'm still pushing away. No.
Yeah, make your,
She makes this look so graceful.
there's a lot of turning and twisting, and if it's trying to chip away or
oh, there you go.
And
yeah.
you get caught, you can't move, just spin it
Turn it
around
around.
and go the.
Okay.
It's telling you. Don't do that.
It's talking to you.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said you got interested in carving to give your grandson something to do, right? Is that?
Well, also.
Or tell me about.
Also, me. You know, I suffer with anxiety.
Okay.
Pretty bad. And it has really helped.
Give you something to do with your hands and your mind.
Yes, absolutely. It's so awesome but weird too at the same time.
And where did you grow up? Because there's something about carvers. It seems like there's a connection to the land and to the wood that you must have to have given you that interest and desire to turn towards this.
I'm sorry.
Did you grow up around here?
My father's family is from here.
Okay.
I did spend some time here. My parents divorced when I was 5, and we moved from Lakeland to this area.
I gotcha.
Spent some time here in Thomasville, and my dad's his family's in Wiggum.
Okay.
Yeah. The Lodges. It's a pretty big family. But yeah, actually, it's so funny. I whittled a little when I was young. My neighbor was carving on some silk, and my cousin, one of my cousins, and my sister, and you remember Don down the road? Yeah, he did a lot of cool stuff. He made jewelry and
cool.
Anyway, so he got us into whittling, and that didn't last long. When you're a kid, you want to do, 1,000 things, everything at once. But I drew for a long time, many years. That helped. And but yeah, I mean, it was after Hurricane Irma, and all the excess of
what to do with all this fallen wood.
Said, it's a shame. It's all going to go into a burn pile. And what can so I decided to make my grandson some sticks, some walking sticks, put just little designs and carved their names in it.
Oh,
and they loved it.
Yeah.
So that really gave me, I was like,
So with doing that, you're starting with a big stick and you're using these little tools, or at that time were you using?
It was crazy. Yes, I used a hatchet, and it wasn't even these tools. It was an X-Acto kit, and I was in a fish filleting knife. Believe it or not.
So you really can start this with whatever you have.
Yes,
at home,
absolutely.
And then graduate to our fancy little kits here.
Right.
Okay.
And this exact spoon knife and my hatchet. I couldn't believe it though, but my hatchet and my spoon knife. This is my Sloyd knife, like that one, and this gentleman by the name of Todd Walker. He lives in Georgia. He's a Georgia native, bushcrafter, and I was interested in the bushcrafting, this whole survival thing, because we weren't with electricity or
So okay, you're gonna have to rewind. What's a bushcrafter?
Well, life survival skills.
Okay, gotcha.
They can live off the land,
live off the grid. Okay.
So with the hurricane, I was like, wow, I want to know if there's some things I can, just be ready. Anyway, I ran across this gentleman, Todd Walker, and I didn't even know his name. He actually goes by Survival Sherpa on YouTube, and he belongs to the Georgia bushcraft community.
with your hatchet. You're doing this with a hatchet.
Yeah. Well, I have a larger one. I have a 5-pound one. This is my little carving hatchet. The one that Todd gave me. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Right.
Very cool. Well, we will continue to whittle away and whittle away the hours. And if you would like to check back on Instagram, we'll put some final pictures of the spoons we created. Also, come back at 1. We have an Art and Ideas lecture with Dr. Ann Albritton, or this afternoon with illustrator in residence Megan Holmes is our Zines for Teens. So thanks for tuning in. Tjandra, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
See you, Insta World.